Hello YouTube, Luke here again, and as always I do the deck profiles after the Duelist Challenges that I do, and this is the Christmas winter deck that I used on Christmas Day, something fun to use because of the occasion. Okay, we'll start off with the monsters. Alright, so what do I run? 2 Blizzard, Defender of the Ice Barrier, Puny Penguin, Penguin Soldiers, 2 of them, 2 Reese Ice Mistress, Element Hero Ice Edge, 2 Snowman Eater, 2 Blizzard Dragon, Blizzard Falcon, not Thunderbird, 2 Cold Enchanter, 1 Dance Princess of the Ice Barrier, Ice Hand, 2 Nightmare Penguin, 2 Samurai of the Ice Barrier, Snowman Creator, Red Emperor Penguin, 2 Frostosaurus, 2 Mobius Frost Monarch, and 2 Snowplow Hustle Rustle. And we got 2 Cold Wave, 2 Medallion of the Ice Barrier, 2 Moray of Greed Salvage, 2 Umiruka, and 2 Torrential Reborn. Extra deck is 2 Frozen Fitzgerald, Bryonic, Duloran, Gungnir, and Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. So the Ice Barrier monsters: Ice Beast Zero Fine, Snowdust Giant, Ice Princess Zero Torden. Freezon, some of these I can't even summon, I just put them in there because of what their name is. Anyway. I can't summon that or that. They're just in there just because of the occasion. So go through this quickly. So this card is destroyed by battle, sent to the graveyard, draw a card. This card is sent from the field to the graveyard after being flipped face up. Target 1 penguin monster in your graveyard except Puny Penguin, special summon in face up attack or face down defense position. So yeah, got your penguins there and got that one. 2 Penguin Soldiers, you can target up 2 monsters on the field, return those targets to the hand. One thing you can do if this is the only monster on your side of the field, your opponent only has 1, return both targets back, then you can just set this again. Reese the Ice Mistress cannot be destroyed by battle with a level 4 high monster. Ice Edge is when this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent by a direct attack, you can target 1 set card in your opponent's spell and trap card zone, destroy that target. Once per turn, during your main phase, discard a card. This card can attack your opponent directly this turn. Snowman Eater, when this card is flipped face up, target 1 face up monster on the field, destroy that target. Blizzard Dragon is once per turn, you can target 1 monster your opponent controls. It cannot change its battle position or declare an attack until the end of your opponent's next turn. Blizzard Falcon, if this card's current attack is higher than its original attack, you can inflict 1500 damage to your opponent. This effect can only be used once while this card is on the field. Only use this once per turn. I managed to use this one in the duel, had the Umiruka on the field. Cold Enchanter, discard a card to target 1 face-up monster on the field. Place an ice counter on that target. This card gains 300 for each ice counter, so you can discard as many cards as you want during your turn. Dance Princess of the Ice Barrier. If you control another face-up Ice Barrier, you can reveal any number of Ice Barrier monsters in your hand equal to a number of set spell trap cards your opponent controls. Return the selected set spell trap cards your opponent controls to the hand. When this card in Ice Hand, just one of them. When this card in you, it's hard to talk fast. When this card in your possession is destroyed by your opponent's card, either by battle or by card effect, and sent to your graveyard, you can target 1 spell trap card on the field that they control. Destroy that target, then you can special summon a fire hand from deck, which I didn't bother putting one in. I just put the Ice Hand in. Face up water monsters you control gain 200 attack. When this card is flipped face up, target 1 card your opponent controls, return that to the end. So it can be any card, which is pretty good. Samurai of the Ice Barrier, when this face up attack position card is changed to face up defense position, destroy this card, and if you do, draw a card. Snowman Creator, when this card is summoned, you can create a number of ice counters equal to the number of water monsters you control. Place them on a face up monster your opponent controls. Then if you place 3 or more ice counters with this effect, you can destroy 1 card your opponent controls. This actually works in a sort of deck. It's like Snow Dust Dragon and stuff like that. Ice counter type deck. It works with that Snow Giant in the Exceed. Now, Penguin, you contribute this card to special summon up to 2 penguin monsters from your deck, except the Great Emperor Penguin. Frostosaurus, it's just a level 6 with 2600. Mobius, when this card is tribute summon, you can target up to 2 spell trap cards on the field. Destroy those targets. I wasn't running any MST, so I put this guy in. Snowplow Hustle Rustle, when your opponent's monster declares a direct attack, if you control a card or more in your spell and trap card zone, you can special summon this card from your hand, then destroy as many cards in your spell and trap cards as possible. My headphone just went out then. Okay, let's try that again. Now, special summon it, then destroy as many cards in your spell and trap card zones as possible, and if you do, inflict 200 damage to your opponent. For each destroyed card, you cannot special summon any monsters except machine type monsters. Now, Cold Wave is this card can only be activated at the start of main phase 1 until your next turn. You and your opponent cannot play or set any spell trap cards. Back this was great. Let's see, first with Gladiator Beast, play this, get your Geysers on the field and just free to attack them after destroying 2 cards. You know, played in Lightsworn, or it was very good also in X-Saber as well to make giant plays. Medallion of the Ice Barrier, add Ice Barrier monster from your deck to your hand. Moray of Greed, it's just because I'm running a lot of water monsters. Shuffle 2 water monsters from your hand to the deck and draw 3 cards. Salvage target 2 water monsters with 1500 or less attack in your graveyard, add those targets to your hand. Whoops, where am I going? Umiuruka, increase the attack of all water monsters by 500 points and decrease their defense by 400 points. Torrential Born is when a face-up water monster you control is destroyed by battle or by card effect and sent to the graveyard. Special summon the monsters destroyed and send from the field to your graveyard at that time. Then inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each one of those special summon monsters. Only activate one of these once per turn. Now, Frozen Fitzgerald, a Dark Tuner, plus 1 on non-tuner beast type monsters. So yeah, it's another one I cannot summon, but because of its name, I'll put it in there. If this card attacks, your opponent cannot activate spell or trap cards till the end of the damage step. This card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard. Where you control no monsters, you can discard 1 card to special summon this card from the graveyard. Face up defense position. Bryonic is you can discard any number of cards to the graveyard to target the same number of cards on the field. Return those targets to the hand. Duloran has to be 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner water monsters. Once per turn, you can return any number of face-up cards you control to the owner's hand. This card gains 500 attack for each card returned to the owner's hand by this effect until the end phase of this turn. Ugnir, 1 tuner, non-tuner water monsters. Once per turn, you can discard up to 2 cards to the graveyard. Then target the same number of cards your opponent controls, destroy them. I used them quite a bit during the YGO Pro duels. Trishula, 1 tuner plus 2 or more non-tuner monsters. When this card is synchro summoned, you can activate this effect to remove from play up to 1 card each from your opponent's hand, field, and graveyard. This card in the hand is chosen random. This card is not conditional like the Necros version of it. This card can remove, like it doesn't actually have to remove from one of the places. You can just remove one of the 3, 2 of the 3, all 3 if you want to, or none. It's unlike the Necros one, which has to remove 1 from each to activate. Now, 0 fine, 2 level 4 wing beast type monsters. Another one I couldn't summon. But Ice Beast, yep. Detach a material from this card, negate the effects of many face-up cards your opponent as many face-up cards your opponent currently controls as possible, and if you do, this card gains 300 attack for each face-up card currently on the field, except for this card. These changes last until your next standby phase. You probably find this a lot in Harpies. Snowdust Giant, 2 level 4 water monsters. Once per turn, you can detach a material from this card, reveal any number of water monsters in your hand, and place that many ice counters on the field. Monsters on the field, face-up monsters on the field, sorry. Non-water monsters on the field lose 200 attack for each ice counter on the field. Another one I couldn't summon. Detach a material from this card, then target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, take 0, and another one I just put in there. Let's see. Once per turn, if an Exceed monster you control would activate an effect by detaching an Exceed material or more, you can detach 1 material from this card instead of one of those Exceed materials. So it's useful in some decks. But anyway, yeah, that's just the fun deck I used on Christmas just because of the occasion. But anyway, until next time, thank you all for watching and see you again soon.